everyone! That's
Hello.
Actually, let me restart this. I don't like that. The chat doesn't need to be on screen. Where's the chat? Right here. Be gone. Okay. Hello, everyone.
Chat ain't shit.
Yeah, chat ain't shit.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm like saying it until we get it right.
Ah!
You're done? You're done. You're done. We're gonna have to cut all this out. You're gonna have to cut all this out.
Bad.
We need a clean take. We need a clean take. Okay.
My bad.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, you see this poster right here? We are going to be talking about. I gotta put myself back. Life is Strange. Boom. All of it. The whole thing. We're gonna be talking about all of it.
Life is Strange. Vine Boom.
Yeah,
Well, the first
All of it.
one.
Vine Boom.
yeah, just the first one. I'm very opinionated. I don't know about anyone else, but yeah, I'm like, y'all got opinions. Y'all got opinions. But I'm very
got too
opinionated.
many.
I feel like you guys be doing most of the talking, and I'll be like, more like supporting character. That's like not the most important, but
All right, we gotta find the new goal. Our goal's got to be to like hit the topic that Danielle is like insanely passionate about for no reason.
K-pop Demon Hunters. We know K-pop Demon Hunter episode, bruh.
we're not making about a video about that. I know damn well we're not.
Life is Strange is from the developers of Don't Nod. Square Enix published it. Is a choice-based game where basically you can pick choices, and it changes your story. We're gonna get to that because not really, but it's about this character named Max Caulfield.
Like a wiki page.
Probably. I'm already looking at it, low-key. I'm not reading from it, but like I'm looking at it. But Life is Strange is about this girl named Max Caulfield, okay? You're following me. She's, just some nerdy ass little student in this, I don't even know, it's a high school, but it's kind of confusing. I don't know, because it's like an arts high school. Like they really only do arts. I've never heard of
college. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, but then she goes to college, so it's like it is but then they have dorms. What high school has dorms? Whatever. Anyways, but she's in a high school. She's nerdy. She likes photography. Blah blah blah. She's in her photography class. But then what's it called? She's like, what the fuck happens at the end of class? She's, in this class, there's this girl named Victoria, she a fucking bitch, and then she's like, not applying herself, because there's this everyday hero contest or whatever, she has to submit a photo, and she's not confident, it's kind of the whole point. So she goes to the bathroom, wipes off her face, she rips up her photo, because she already took one, but she's like, it's bullshit, and I hate it, and then this man walks into the woman's bathroom.
Nathan Prescott.
Yeah, this fucking disgusting ass man, and then other girl comes in, Chloe, she's gonna be very relevant. She walks in, they have this little deal going on or whatever, we'll get into that, but he pulls out a fucking gun and shoots the shit out of her, but just hear myself in the other microphone.
Well, Max is hiding in the corner. She unleashes a power that she didn't know that she had.
Shoot the shit out of her.
Shoot the shit out, no.
That's just the first season. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And then Max pulls out her little hand or something, because I don't even know. She's like, no! And then she reverses time. She goes back in time by 2 seconds. I'm playing now. But she goes back to the classroom, which will never happen again. I just want that to be known, because I will definitely talk about how her time travel makes no fucking sense, because it does not make any sense. And then she's like, everything's happening again. No, because there's literally the wiki page. You could probably show it right now. The wiki page, literally, there's a whole wiki page just for indiscrepancies with like her shit. And I'm like, yeah, I don't even know. But especially between Before the Storm and this one, which is a prequel. We'll get to that as well. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see if I want to do another video. But where did I leave off? Oh yeah, she goes back to the bathroom because everything happens because, she went back in time. She's like, did I really just go back in time? She goes back to the bathroom. She saves this girl named Chloe. We find out that's actually her childhood best friend, but she didn't recognize her. I probably should have mentioned this, but she used to live, because, okay, the school's called Blackwell, and she used to live in Arcadia Bay. That's what the place is called. It's in Oregon, a fictional place in Oregon. She used to live there. She moved to Seattle for a couple years. She came back. Chloe got blue hair. She looking totally different now. So like, she wouldn't. I don't blame her. I'd be like, who the fuck is this bitch? But basically, whole game. Actually, no, I should probably explain. There's this other girl that's been missing named Rachel Amber. Chloe and Rachel definitely were like low-key a thing. I don't understand
They
propaganda.
were
They
gay
were
for
just
each other.
friends. They were homosexual lesbians. Also, Max is she's bi. She's bi. I don't know. Everyone's bi in Life is Strange. Just keep that in mind forever.
You know, the female option's always the best option because the dudes are always douches. But whatever.
So true. So true. Or Warren is just a loser. I'm probably you're gonna hear me mention him like once because bro, I don't even care. In the overarching plot, he's not even important. I can explain this whole story without this boy. But what's it called? Rachel Amber. We're gonna talk about her more Before the Storm. But she's a character that exists and we're looking for her. That's kind of the whole point of the game. We use time travel and all this shit happens. I also kind of forgot an important detail. Literally, the cold open, we see like a giant storm manifesting for some reason. Again, I'll get into that because I also think that makes no sense. But storm fucking manifesting, then it happens at the end of the game because oh my god, time travel and all that shit. So she has to stop this storm and also find Rachel Amber and have Chloe not kill herself for the millionth time. So it's like a whole thing. But I think I explained the game pretty good. Did I miss anything important? No, that's kind of it. That's kind of it. I mean, we'll go episode by episode as well, but that's basically it. So nice little rundown. But, well, how do I feel?
I edit this in post.
Yeah, that's Aaron's job.
Editor? Make sense of this.
Yeah, make sense of this expeditiously now, because I really forgot a couple things. But that's okay. I think everyone kind of got the rundown. But... okay.
I guess you can either give a rundown of chapter 1 and then explain, or explain as you go.
I'm trying to remember. Well, basically, most of what I said was chapter.
Jayla's trying to remember what the fuck she just said.
No, deadass. No, I think my problem is like I'm so used to Life is Strange as like a whole game. I don't remember when episodes end, so I think I can explain the whole story in detail. I just don't know when like it stops. I think the cliff. Yeah. Okay. Checkpoints. So again, she has this nightmare in the very beginning where she sees a storm and it's gonna happen 5 days from now on Friday. The high school. I'm like reading these fucking bullet points. She, what's it called? Again, she sees the whole gun thing go on in the bathroom. Again, there's this character named Warren. I guess I'll explain him. He's like her friend. That's literally it. She has to give like this movie like hard drive.
He's a
like,
loser.
USB.
Let's be real about what Warren is. He's a loser.
I mean, he's not the worst, but he's a bit of a dork.
There's worse men in the Life is Strange series. I fear, but he's there.
Like our lovely teacher.
Oh, true. We'll get
Mark
to that.
Hefferson.
We'll get to that. But yeah, we have to get back his little flash drive or whatever, and then Nathan Prescott wants to pump up on us because he's like, hey, I kind of forgot. Was it because he knew we were in the bathroom? Because he didn't see us, but he saw the photo on the ground that we ripped up. So I was like, wait a minute, kind of forget. But yeah, we go to the girls' dormitories. That's not really anything. The parking lot, yeah, and then Chloe's truck pulls up. We were like, that's Chloe from our childhood. And then again, we talk about Rachel Amber, and then we're at the cliff where weird shit starts happening. Episode 1's kind of just like, I'm not gonna say a nothing burger. It's very just a cold open to like everything. It just establishes the story and the characters for the most part. So like, I don't really have much except like one scene because there's this girl named Kate Marsh. She's our suicidal baddie. Let me stop. No, but she's very suicidal. She's Christian, and that's kind of basically her character. I feel bad for her because she got drugged at a Nathan Prescott party because he's some like douche with like Victoria. You know, those two are like the assholes. And they got this place called the Vortex Club. I don't even know why it's called a club when in reality it's just like some fucking party. I don't even know what. It's just for rich kids. I don't know why this place exists on campus. Like, how are we all just having parties on campus? Like, hello? The teacher's allowed.
I mean, it says it's built like a college, so I guess it's, you know.
But it's not a college. It's not a college. Like, what are we talking about? But yeah, no, that
college if they want it to be, I guess.
I guess if the school lets them, I swear, they just let them do anything. They let them get away with anything. But yeah, she got drugged at a party and
even murder.
Yeah, and she got like a fuck ass video online, so she's like depressed about that and she wants to kill herself, which I'm like, real, because what do you mean I'm fucking twerking on the ground? Like I'm naked on the ground and everyone's laughing at my ass. Are we serious? This is not a game. This is not a game. This is not a game. But there's a scene where like, okay, there's David. I gotta start talking about David. Hold on. Chloe's stepdad. Because, okay, Chloe's dad is dead. Died. That's kind of why she's an asshole punk rebel now, which isn't really
died
an
in
excuse.
a car accident when
kind of why she's a bad person.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, does not excuse any of the trifling shit I will mention that she does. But that's kind of the game's reason that because her dad died or whatever, classic emo bitch shit. But where was I going with this? Hold on. Trying to follow back.
He's a security guard at the school.
Oh yeah, David. Sorry, I forgot we're talking about David. Yeah, David's security guard at school, stepdad, to Chloe, and he was like heckling fucking Kate Marsh because he has his own motives. Like we'll see throughout the game. We're like, well, what is he looking into? But then like you can take a photo. Like you have an option to either take a photo or like intervene. But like the game establishes when like the way you stop the bathroom scene, like Nathan killing Chloe, is that because you can pick up, you have to like set off the fire alarm that's just conveniently in the corner of the bathroom, it's like a giant fucking like hammer you need, and then you gotta like hit the thing or whatever. But like
I want to know why there's a fire alarm in that bathroom. Now that I think about
I mean, because fire alarms
what the fuck's going on in the
places, I guess,
bathroom?
where they're accessible, and some people start fires in the bathroom anyway. So.
True, but that's like
smoking
what the detectors for. I mean, that's what the detectors are for. You like this is like the equivalent of a little lever being in the bathroom. It's like why? Like it's not like you have to activate it yourself. It's not like a sensor in the hallway, or it's like the one you have to flick. It's the one you have to touch. And I'm like, what's the point? And
I mean, there was in the school lunchroom too, so I don't know.
Lunchroom makes sense. I don't know about a bathroom, but again, that's just me. But
well, that's in the real world school lunchroom when me and Jayla went to high school, but we went to the same high school because we're related. I don't know if anyone
hell,
knew
do we
that.
even see the lunchroom in Life is Strange? I don't even think we ever see.
I don't think so, but I was referring to our.
Well, I know. I know. But that just made me think. I'm like, shit, we actually never saw their cafeteria. Like, that's like a good chunk of their school. We just.
Did they even have one? It looked like they all just ate outside.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? The schools. Even colleges have it, though. So, like, I don't know. But.
I imagine they probably had one. It's just not important.
That'd be true, but, like, damn, like, can I have one seat? Okay, anyways. But, what's it called? But when you go back in time, because, again, you can either have a photo or intervene. But they very much established that when you go back in time, you keep items on you. Like, that was, like, literally a whole thing. So why can't you take a photo, go back in time, and intervene with Kate, but then have the photo? That's, like, something that just never sat right with me, because that just never made a lot of sense. Or just, like, how initially when she goes back in time, and then she goes back to the classroom, she's never switched positions. That is also a thing that's been established, that wherever... It's like... Yes, she has time travel, but to other people, it's almost like she has, like, super speed, or she can teleport, you know what I mean? Because when you go back in time and you've moved from a spot, you've just blipped over there.
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, that just threw me off, because that then would mean... That's a discrepancy in and of itself. Because that means that there is no other timelines. It's just Max doing shit in the same timeline.
Yeah, and it's like, huh. It's just like she's blipping in a who knows?
So that means, does that make the comics not canon?
I mean, they are.
Does that mean it has been the same Chloe the whole time? So technically, the ending to Double Exposure is canon.
But then when you see, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. I guess. Yeah, we. I mean, if you remember, write that down. But write that down. Like final thoughts or whatever. But
no, actually,
because I'm trying to remember what even happened in this fucking episode. Oh yeah, because again, how does she switch positions to go back to the classroom and like wake up when? That's not how it works ever again. And also the storm. I find the storm to be very confusing because it's like the first thing you see when you open the game. Like, it's I guess because time travel can bleed, like, to the past and the future. That's kind of how it works. But I never understood how she hasn't even gotten her powers yet, and she's seeing, like, the storm. As in, like, you know, like, oh, the storm. But it's like, bro's not even gotten her powers yet. But I guess since it's time travel, it's, like, inevitable. Like, the world, like, this is gonna happen regardless. I mean, literally everything she did, no matter what she did, caused this storm. But, like, still, I always thought that was weird that we just start with seeing the storm. And it's like, okay. No, so I was like, alright. But, yeah, I guess you can say time travel shenanigans. But the time travel's very inconsistent, like, throughout the whole game. And also the two other games. Because fucking recently, they made a goddamn Double Exposure and Reunion. They made mid.
They made mid recently.
Shit, it wasn't even mid.
Not even mid.
No, I'm kidding.
Not even mid.
It's not even mid.
I wish it
they
was
made
mid.
straight butt.
No, dead ass. Fucking Rick Jefferson, bro. But that was basically episode 1. Again, I don't really have much thoughts other than, like, the time travel kind of makes no sense off the bat. But, like, I'm trying to see what choices are in episode 1. Let me look at major choices. Oh yeah, because you can report Nathan to the goddamn principal, and I mean most people did. I'm like looking at this now, which makes sense. To this raisinette, was it Principal Wells or something? But I don't know. Nathan like owns the school type vibe, so I feel like kind of like reporting him.
Rich, privileged, you know the drill.
Yeah, and
His
then there's
family
also...
donates money.
Yeah, it just donates money. But then, yeah, there's a scene with, like, you can fuck up Victoria's clothing. I think I made fun of her. Not planned. Well, I guess if you want, again, like, the good... I wouldn't say good ending. I don't really know. The ending is weird, but we'll get to that. But, like, because, like, kind of like no matter... I mean, honestly, I can say now, no matter what you do, the ending is, like... you pick 2 options, and that's kind of it. Which I feel like is very lackluster for a choice-based game. It's like, I get this is their first game, or second game that they made, and the first one is a choice game, but it's like, where's the choices? Like, I feel like none of the choices in this game matter. That's kind of a tale as old as time when it comes to fucking choice-based games in general, because, well, then I can't think of one choice-based game other than, like, maybe Detroit Become Human that has a bunch of branching narratives, but... yeah, I'm just like, what are we talking about?
Detroit mentioned, take a drink.
Take a drink. Fuck ass. But
Detroit, I am human.
I am human. No, that was episode.
Let's not lie now.
Okay, I remember this. Okay, episode 2. See, we're already flying by. How long have we been doing this? This is like only 30 minutes. Okay, episode 2. I could also read the synopsis, actually. Max Caulfield tries to convince Chloe Price that she can rewind time, but starts to suspect that her power may not last forever. Alright. Meanwhile, Kate Marsh tries to deal with the public shame over a viral video that was leaked and shared around the students of Blackwell. That's kind of a vague description of what happens. But I guess that's true.
You want a spoiler-free version?
No, that has. I was like, wait, because what are we talking about? Because, what is it? This is just when, in the morning, you know, they go to the diner and she tries to convince Chloe, hey... I'm that bitch. I got time travel, and then Chloe's like, prove it. But these fucking stupid
then she does that shit they did in that one episode of Supernatural. Editor, pull that clip up.
I'll wait.
We'll wait. I'm sitting here.
I'll wait.
Yeah, I am. You want to know why?
Why?
Because this is the 100th Tuesday in a row I've been through, and it never stops. Ever. So yeah, I'm a little grumpy. Hot sauce.
What?
Coffee black and some hot.
Thank you, editor.
Thank you. Bro's gonna be like, just a text on screen, be like, oh hell no, I ain't doing that. But it's like, but what's it called? But yeah, what is it? They go to the diner. I kind of miss some of the shit. It's just like the morning routine. I don't really care about that. But they go to the junkyard, test out their powers. Chloe can potentially shoot herself and kill herself because she's a dumb bitch. And then there's also another scene with the railroad where she gets, because they're laying like. These white bitches just laying on some railroad tracks, and I'm like, are we serious right now? Like, are we just gonna...
It's just what white people do. You don't get it. It's just the vibes.
Well, her ass gets fucking
This
stuck.
Some Caucasian activities here, bro.
No, literally, because, bro, she gets stuck in some railroad tracks, and then we gotta go through all this to save her, you know, use her time travel, and then we get a nosebleed, because Chloe wanna be playing with our powers and shit, and I'm like, girl, quit, fucking quit. But... what is it? I think you go to the principal's office, to my memory, just to like, yeah, again, like rat on Nathan or see the outcome of that. Also, Kate, when did she go to the roof? Because Kate tries to fucking commit suicide, like mid-class.
On school grounds, by the way, in front of everybody.
I don't even know how she gets to the roof. And also, everyone's fucking
Such an
cheering,
L.
recording. I'm like, we really live in a world. This game was made, like, what, 2013? Like, that's some shit people still be doing now. Ain't nothing changed.
These screenagers are scary, man. They're scary. Their curves are scary. Screenagers are scary.
I think, well, I can't really say, like, oh, I did this, because, like, I saw many of playthroughs before I played the game, because I like this game a lot. But I'm going to be really
I made all
harsh
the
to
right
it.
decision.
Yeah, no, deadass.
Tough love around here. Tough love.
But shit, the right decision's my ass, because, again, like, nothing in this game truly matters, bro. Because Kate lives or dies, like, that still doesn't stop the final choice, that we'll get to, from, you know, being a thing in the first place. I feel like I should have more notes on these episodes, but, like, even looking at the wiki, I'm kind of like, well, that's it. Yeah, that just happens. I mean, oh shit, my bad. Sorry, Maya. I like hit the desk and she jumped in her sleep. No, because obviously I'm like, Kate, don't die. And I'm just thinking about the TV show now where like they made Kate black, and I'm like,
You have to use religious scripture to help her off the roof.
yeah, and like you also have to do certain things throughout the whole game. Like you have to be on her side, and you have to like wipe the whiteboard down, take down the link to the video on the mirror. There's like a lot of little stuff, but like low-key, you don't even have to. True, but you don't even have to do it. I've seen a bunch of playthroughs where people like skipped all of that and just got the dialogue correct. So like you kind of don't have to try that hard. But
if you don't say all these things, I will kill myself in front of you and change the trajectory of your life. Now put the meme on screen, editor, for that meme with the change trajectory of your life. So.
Don't change your trajectory for the rest of your life. Nah, but I'm just like, I don't know. I'm kind of like, Kate, and of course I mean, again, I'm black, so I can say this. Of course they made Kate black, bro. They made the suicidal character black, and then they
The
made
easily
the loser
disposable one.
easily if they kill Kate in the show, I don't even know what to say. I'm turning that shit off. I'm turning that shit off, bro. I'm be so mad. And then Warren, are we serious, bro? Warren's also black, bro. I hate that little nigga. I hate him. And honestly, there's not even thoughts saved to the end about Warren. I don't even know why I don't like Warren. I mean, he's a little creepy and weird.
He
Other
stalked
than that-
Max through the window, is looking at her.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, once.
He's not a little creepy.
He's pretty creepy. I'll give him that. But like, even if you
And
I
isn't it
didn't even
implied
notice
in that same scene that like he's done it multiple times?
I think so. I have no idea because Max never says anything about it. It's like a little, I don't want to say Easter egg, but it's like if you look in the distance, you'll see him peeking and then go away. But I mean, pull up the clip, not play. I was like, please no. But yeah, I'm just like, you can see him do that. But then it's like, well, I don't know. Yeah, if you even, I missed that. I saw that multiple playthroughs later. So like, I didn't even notice at first. I just really didn't like Warren because like, I don't know, like, because Max has a journal. That's, like, the whole thing about a lot of these Life is Strange games. Even niggas you would never think be journaling. Like, Chloe fucking Price. You would never think this bitch would be journaling out here, but what do I know? She got a fucking scrapbook.
Maybe she got it from Max.
It's good for the mental.
It's
good
before
for
the
mental.
storm. It was before. How is she I guess it's because of their letters to Max. So, like, technically, she's not journaling. She's journaling to Max. Because it's like Dear Max, and then she'll have like a little end card. So I like when they kind of switch it up like that. It makes it cute. Or like Sean in Life is Strange 2, he has like drawings in his book a lot.
Yeah, it's a sketchbook.
You know, yeah, he says sketchbook. You know, they make it a sketchbook though. It's not like whatever Double Exposure Reunion did, turning into like why is it not handwritten? Like side by side comparison of both journals. Let me stop. No, dead ass though, because like the other journal, you saw the first one, bro. Like the anime ass art style, not like grungy like it used to be, and like there's no stickers. It's also just typed on a piece of paper. At least the other one, the first game, you could believe it was kind of written or something. And like the game also has like this look to it that I like. It's kind of like it's stylized, and then they definitely lose that over time, just in general. Not even just with the newer Double Exposure Reunion, just like same with True Colors. Like they just kind of weaned off the whole. I was mostly Deck 9, I guess, but stop jumping.
Well, I think the whole reason it was stylized is because like they had a lot of like limits with the way they could make the game look because they didn't have much budget.
True, but like sometimes I'm like, dang guys, you made this whole game and you didn't just go, damn, wait, maybe we should keep it stylized. You're like, nah, this looks like ass. Let's make it hyper realistic because that's what everyone needs in this drought of hyper realistic games in this day and age. Like, shut the fuck up. No, we don't need another hyper realistic game, bro. I am dying for a stylized game that is actually charming, bro. Don't play with me. Like the photos in Life is Strange, like they look good. The characters themselves, I mean, they could use an upgrade, but do not buy the remastered version, bro. I don't know if you've seen them niggas, but those is like, I don't know if you've seen them, but it was like, that man back there is not real. Like that fucking meme with the woman on the plane, that's me. Like that Max Caulfield and Chloe is not real. Cause I don't know what they did to them, bro. They gave them goddamn the Ariana Grande treatment. I don't even know what's going on, bro.
Editor!
Yeah. Show Ariana Grande's eating disorder. Chop chop. No, I'm kidding.
Editor, show
You're gonna get canceled,
Ozempic
bro.
celebrities.
I mean, nah, I do feel for Ariana though. I do. that's not the point of this video though. Either way, I don't know. That's episode 2. What do you mean deaths? Oh, because Kate Marsh can die. I don't really care. I'm sorry, no. Kate Marsh is okay. I'm just gonna say that now. I feel like I don't connect. I mean, it definitely gets worse to me throughout the series because I mean, I did not care about anybody. And literally, bro, Reunion, I didn't care that I killed like half the cast. I'm gonna say that's my ending. I literally killed half the cast. I did not give a fuck. I'm sorry.
I feel like with Kate, it's like she's just like so what the fuck? Unproblematic as a character. Like she doesn't do anything.
Like she's almost just purposely the sweet Christian girl. So when she tries to kill herself, you like feel bad. And I'm like, give her some depth. Give her something, you know? And hell, characters that could have depth, like Chloe Price, tend to not. Because, I don't know, the creators love to fucking pat Chloe on the head and be like, oh, you're such a good best friend to Max Caulfield, aren't you? Who's a good girl? No. She's like a fucking Rottweiler that's evil and terrible, and no one calls her on her bullshit ever.
Even my dog eats a child.
Chloe Price eats babies. Here's a retrospective. Okay.
Here's a retrospective.
Oh, retrospective. Chloe Price eats babies.
Not that ass, but no, okay, maybe not that. But anyway. Okay, episode 3. We're gonna start with that. See, that one was only like 10 minutes of episode 2, trust, because there really wasn't much going on.
Like episode 3, Jayla staring off into the distance. It's like, what the fuck is this game?
Not that I will say chaos theories where shit kind of starts to pick up, in my humble opinion, if I try to remember what the fuck happened. Oh yeah, so when they break into the school, I'm kind of trying to remember why. What is it? Synopsis. Max Caulfield and her partner in crime, Chloe Price, start an investigation into the mysterious surroundings, I can't speak. Into the mysteries surrounding Blackwell students Kate Marsh and Rachel Amber, because, you know, they're both, it's like, again, Rachel's missing and Kate has some weird shit happen to her, but, like, they're akin, they're alike, and you'll see why. Yeah. Anyways, as they make headway, Chloe discovers that even those close to her have secrets, a new rewind power presents itself to Max, and its use has devastating consequences, which I think I remember what happens. So basically, boom, they break into the school.
Yeah. Okay, my bad.
Now Mr. Bro's like, I remember now. No, it takes a minute to like.
I remember.
For me, I remember, but dang, there really be a different every episode. Oh yeah, Lisa the plant can die.
They break into the school, and for whatever reason, I don't remember why, they need to go to the principal's office. But oh
like
no!
I think they need Rachel Amber's record.
And you can steal from the disabled if you like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is also an option.
Don't they like set off an alarm, and Max needs to find a way to stop it? So that's when she discovers that she can just like go back in time and keep shit on her.
Well, no, she been knew that. That's what she does the whole game with the hammer. That's what we learned with the hammer, because she goes back in time with the hammer, and then she's able to hit.
Then what is this wiki talking about? What new power did she get?
Because she literally, okay, full spoilers, I guess. She goes to an alternate reality, remember? And she's with the alternate Chloe, new power. Yeah, okay, there we go.
Oh,
now we're catching up. That's
okay, yeah. Let me quickly let me lock in real quick. I was asleep for most of that. So.
You've never seen the game other than me playing it?
No, I have, but like my most recent memory of it is waking up and it's finally over.
No, that shit is boring as fuck. Because, okay, how we start officially is that we need to break in to the dormitory, because I think we're looking for Rachel Amber's records, because that's kind of, and other shit, I guess, for Nathan, and like just other shit like that. I honestly can't fucking remember. Just play the game. But we call Warren up because we need to make a fucking pipe bomb, and then we blow up the door. Max uses her little rewind powers to go back. I'm like, that's a nice little touch. I like when the game kind of gives us something like that, you know, makes us actually use our powers in the way that makes sense.
By the way, yeah, Warren just knows how to do that.
Yeah, he's planning something, and I don't like it.
Warren is a fucking criminal, I guess.
No, dead ass. But
Warren is the Unabomber.
Yep. Okay. You're gonna
editor, take that out. I'm joking. Okay.
Is that you? No, I'll say it again. No.
Editor Aaron, add more content.
Enhance. No, say
Make that actually. Even funnier.
Yeah.
Aaron, add the address of the person who said that on screen.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, you should. No, but I'm gonna touch y'all. Okay, anyways, so they break into the school, they get the shit they need. Chloe's bitch ass is like, let's go for a little dip, Max. Let's go for a little dip. And like, no one cares. I'm like, girl, get the fuck out. But then we almost get
It's supposed to show the relationship and how it's growing and how it's Yuri-ful.
Shows how Chloe's a bad fucking friend, bro. Because why are we going along with this bullshit? Let's just go home. And then we do go to her house. I don't know. Apparently, we basically live with her. I swear to God, like we never go back to the dorm for real. Except like a couple of times. And then I'm trying to remember. Like shit ensues. I'm trying to remember if anything actually important happens. I'm kind of convinced not, because it just says Chloe's
the door thing you have to do, which is a power inconsistency or some shit, I think.
What door?
When you have to like practically teleport to the other side of the door or some shit like that.
I don't think that's an inconsistency. I think it's just like a puzzle, because like when you blow up the door, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like when you blow up the door. Okay, because yeah, what happens is we blow up the door, we go inside, we reverse back in time before the door blew up. Chloe's still lockpicking the door. We just open the door because we're inside. So like, I wouldn't say that's inconsistent, because again, the first part of the game is inconsistent, where Max doesn't stay in place when she goes back in time. She goes back to her desk and wakes up, which never happens again, because every other time she goes back in time, it's like she teleports. The game embraces that in the later series, so it's like, keep it consistent, but whatever. Yeah, she goes back in time, and she's just in the room, so all she has to do is unlock the door, and she's like, she never told Warren, hey, I need to make a fucking bomb.
That means... No, that means that double exposure split timeline bullshit is completely made up. All fuckery, because the split timeline doesn't fucking exist.
Apparently for the game standards, I don't really know. I guess time travel isn't real, so you can kind of do whatever you want, but I feel like it still has to be like consistent.
No,
Like,
no, because they set their own rules. They
that's
set
what I'm
their own
saying.
rules at the start.
Yeah, and they don't follow through.
The only time another Chloe exists, or like another timeline exists, is double exposure, and they literally invented that for that game.
No, deadass. It's like, all right, with the other bitch, like they just literally reheated their own nachos.
I guess you could theorize that multiple timelines do exist, but only with that specific power does Max actually have access to another timeline, instead of her normal power, which I guess just lets her reverse her current timeline.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Nah, but yeah, I'm just like, huh. But I'm trying to remember.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense. And what that also doesn't make any sense is that Max kind of just like gains a new power. Because yeah, she goes back to her room and then she just like, I don't know, I think her and Chloe have a fight. Oh yeah, because Chloe, oh my god, I do remember this. Because fucking after Kate tries to yeet herself off the damn building, you know, either she lives or she doesn't, because you can meet her at the hospital or she's just dead and you don't get that scene. Chloe's like, talking about her, woe was me, my life is so sad. And like, I swear, there literally is a scene where like you can save Kate or whatever, and then she's like, oh, but like, we're talking about this, and she's like, oh, I blame, like, she blames her dad, her dead dad, for walking out and dying. Like, he chose to get hit by that semi-truck. Like, I know grief is a process, and like, it's different for everyone, but that doesn't automatically mean it's okay to be an asshole. Like, I feel like Chloe throughout the whole game is just kind of like, I love Ashley Birch, I'm gonna get that out of the way, I love the actress for her, but like, bro, she's just a bitch the whole fucking time, bro. I'm like, oh my gosh, you don't gotta act like this. Also, is your sensitivity like low as fuck? I'm just gonna say that now. I can hear like wind, everything you're doing, clicking. Okay, there we go. But I'm like, I can hear myself screaming in the other room, which is probably just what I'm gonna hear on a good day. Oh, I forgot I'm sharing my screen. Y'all can just see me looking at this. But yeah, I'm just like, bro, Chloe just be a bitch because she's like, oh, Kate, like, because literally, yeah, Kate can fucking die. And she's like, oh, well, Kate dying doesn't solve my problems. Hello? What do you mean? Yeah, no, it's not gonna solve your problem.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what
Yeah, like okay. Like, what did you gain from saying such a mean thing? Like, what did you gain?
Like, I'm actually cut your ass off, bro, because what do you mean? But then, you know, that's important because later she goes back to her room and she's staring at a photo of, I guess Max and Chloe as kids or something. And then she sees it's like a wobbly effect. And she's like, whoa, what the fuck? And then it turns out she can go back. Well, because, okay, her time travel is very limited. She can't fast forward, which is, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. But, like, she can only go back, but only by, like, a minute at most. It's really not by that much time. But yeah, but the photos allow her to jump into any moment in time as long as she's in the picture.
Wait.
And what?
Hold on. That's what? Okay.
What are you talking about?
You said in episode 2 was the sick Chloe timeline shit. That's
no. I'm at episode 3. I'm talking about episode. I'm looking at my screen. I'm talking about episode 3.
No, I know. Or get that. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, no. Well, I guess I didn't mean episode 2. I meant episode 3 is when the sick Chloe thing happens. But
maybe I'm wrong.
What do you?
Editor Aaron, figure out if I'm wrong right now.
What are you wrong about? What? I don't even know what's happening.
I might be wrong about you mentioning. I might be wrong about you saying that was episode 2.
I might have. I think I meant episode 3 though, because I looked up the thing and I've been like keeping track of the times. We've been kind of consistently being 10 minutes in for all of this, but. Yeah, if not, this is all episode 3 with the whole dormitory, the pool, because we can, well, no, we don't kiss Chloe at the pool, do we? We just kind of stare into each other's loving eyes, I don't know, but, because I know there's a scene, I think, before, honestly, we can kiss Chloe.
Not enough Yuri in the air.
Not enough Yuri. Again, I feel like I skip over a lot of details, because I don't really want to spoil, like, everything, I don't really care, but,
Bro, if you're watching this and you haven't seen Life is Strange, get the fuck off here and go play it, bro.
No,
it's available on Steam, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch if you want to play it on.
Pretty much anything.
No, literally. If I watch it, like, I recommend playing it though. I think it's a pretty good game. I will dog on it, but it's a pretty good game. It just means I care. It just means I care. But yeah, she goes into an alternate timeline, which it doesn't even, I don't even know, because like we'll talk about the newer games when we get there, but like for memory's sake, I don't really like how in the newer games when she go back into no, she does go back into a photo in the newer games, right? At least that's like a
In
couple
Reunion.
of times. Yeah, but like it doesn't.
In
Oh,
Reunion
yes.
is literally the whole
The
game
whole
is
thing,
a photo, essentially.
which doesn't make sense because okay, the first game establishes when she goes back into a photo, she's stuck in the confines of the photo. It's like it burns and bleeds out. She can't just because like she takes the photo in the house. Yeah, I don't believe that, but like she takes a photo in the I don't know. It just seems like every time they evolve her power, it's literally only because they want like it doesn't feel natural when they evolve it. It just feels like it's for plot.
They just
like
want
she
to
can just
do more, but the problem is their rules don't allow her to do more, so they just bend them until it works.
yeah, and it just starts becoming like a thing.
Well,
It's
works,
like
quote unquote.
no deadass, because again, in the whole newer game, she has a whole ass new power, bro. I ain't never heard. I mean, granted, the game doesn't really talk about how people get, because that's how all the games work. They're all anthologies, and they all have their own different power, and they all get it their own different way. They don't really explain how they get it, how it even really works, why it's chosen for some people and why it's chosen for not, all that shit, yada yada. So like, it's kind of left in the air, which I kind of like. I don't need someone to go dive into why their powers.
We theorize that caused by traumatic event. That's
I mean, it's pretty obvious that it is. Let's be real.
Yeah, like Chloe gets shot in
But,
the bathroom.
I guess you could infer that, like, Max somehow had access to this better version, essentially a better version of her original powers. Because of the fire happening and like seeing fucking Moses die and shit. I guess that was traumatic enough for the universe to be like, yeah, you could use a little more.
I mean, I guess, but like again, that's just all inference at the end of the day. Like, I like the theory.
Even then, how'd she get access to her old powers again? Because she just did not have those.
Exactly. It's just the game just does what it wants to do, and like that's why I feel like again, I don't care for alternate universe Chloe because okay, what happens? She goes back in time. She's stuck in the confines of the photo. She saves William, which is Chloe's dad from death, and then she goes back into the present. She's all part of the Vortex Club. She's buddy with Victoria Chase, who I've briefly mentioned, but she's in the Vortex Club, and she's all up my ass. And then we finally go see Chloe. William is alive, but Chloe is looking like Stephen Hawking.
Disabled.
Yeah, she okay. Trying to steal my toilet. No, I'm playing now. But yeah, she's looking like.
I was asleep.
Yeah, well, I don't blame you, but just regarding that. Either way, we go in there. Yeah, she's crippled as hell, and then we're like, how did this happen? But then you can see throughout the photos, it's because instead of William getting in an accident, Chloe gets hit by a car, which I don't really know how that works. With the idea of infinite possibilities, there has to be a possibility where William lives and Chloe's also lives and is fine. Like, I don't see why we have the trade-off for her being crippled and now they're paying her medical expenses and they're about to go broke versus just her being... It's just sympathy. They just want us to feel bad. Which was another thing. I don't feel bad for our Chloe. They try to make me pretend to feel bad for this, like, Chloe that's crippled and wants to die. And then we go back to the other timeline feeling bad for Chloe. That's not the same Chloe. That Chloe's still a bitch. I don't give a flying fuck. Fuck that Chloe. Fuck blue hair Chloe, bro. Fuck blue hair Chloe. I don't know. Cripple Chloe, yeah, I feel bad for you. But, like,
I guess that game... I guess the first game in... Because I was talking about, like, how multiple timelines doesn't really make sense for her power. I guess the first game, like, shows that it makes sense if she just travels through a photo. So I guess multiple timelines only exists if she's going through photos.
No, I know. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. And I'm just like, I guess, bro. Like,
is it branching? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Or is it just like she altered what happened she altered what happened in her timeline, so it just fully changed the whole straight line.
See, yeah, because I guess it's up to interpretation at the end of the day. Because time travel, again, like if it was a real concept, girl, I mean, it's like how people say, yeah, we would know time travel exists because we would have seen it by now. But I'm just like, I don't know. Again, that's why I'm like, when you make a story about fictional things, you have to have consistency with it. You have to make rules for it and stick by them. I feel like throughout the whole series, they kind of just like piss on the rules. I don't even think this game's that good at staying continuity, like having continuity within itself. It's not good with the 3 games, like the trilogy either. So it's like, which I hate saying it's a trilogy. Oh my god. I'm like, bro, we really should have stopped after the first one, bro. Because I will say this forever. I don't think if you should make continuations off of choice-based games, because unless you're gonna make 2 whole separate copies based on how an ending went, I really don't see why we're making a game where we have to now just choose an ending, bro. Like, are we serious right now? Or like they're gonna try to find a compromise like they did in Double Exposure, but it was ass. I'm sorry. Or like, what the fuck's the other game called? Oh, Before the Storm. Why are we making prequels of choice-based games? None of the choice, and it is a choice-based game. What's the point? You have all these choices, and they don't do anything. The game still starts the exact same way. So it's like, who cares? It's I don't understand why they think that makes sense. But that's basically how the chapter ends, or that's chapter 3, because we just find crippled Chloe, and then we're like, oh my god. But I can already tell you how chapter 4 starts.
Now that I think about it,
disappointment.
Before the Storm could go any which way, and like it doesn't matter.
Yes, that's why I'm like, bro, because then you can actually kind of like mend. I mean, I'm gonna talk about it more then, but you can like mend your relationship with David, kind of. But like, it just reverts back to shit because who cares? And I feel like I'm glossing over a lot of details in Life is Strange, but like, it's kind of the same problem. Nothing matters in the game. Like, who cares about anything I just skipped over? Because we beat up. It probably might actually be this chapter, but we beat up Nathan at some point, and you know, something with Warren, I can't remember, but like a lot, or like we put paint on Victoria, or like, you know, Warren invites us to go ape at like the ape thing, but like none of that matters. And I barely even mentioned the villain who's been here the whole time, but he also doesn't do anything until like the end of episode 4, which is all about. Anyway, synopsis. Max realizes that changing the past can lead to painful consequences, and that time is not a great healer. Yeah, no shit. What does that even mean? What are these synopses, bro? Someone get on the wiki.
It's really how time heals all wounds. It's supposed to be like that.
Nah. Her investigation into the disappearance of Rachel Amber begins to reach a thrilling conclusion as she finds the dark room. Will the answer lie within, or will there just be trouble? So basically, what happened? Now, so what happened? What? There's actually a lot of checkpoints in this one. I kind of forgot.
That's just not a synopsis.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, that's kind of like, it's almost like
these are vague happenings. These are vague happenings.
Sorry.
It's a vague description. It's like when you look on Netflix and like it gives you a description of the episode.
No, dead ass. It kind of pisses me off. But yeah, we're at the beach with that fake Chloe. Or I shouldn't say fake Chloe, alternate Chloe, and then we go to her room. Basically, accumulate stuff.
That's not our Chloe. That
no, literally just like not even our
fake
Chloe, bro. And it kind of just accumulates to like torture. I don't want to say torture. I don't even know. I just feel bad. Like, just pity porn. I don't know. Like, we just kind of feel bad for her the whole time.
A pity party.
Yeah, and then we just kind of, she has to die, and you can kind of just kill her or don't. Again, doesn't really matter what you do.
That Max is getting sent to jail, by the way.
Yeah, that Max doesn't exist.
Apparently, or if she does, she's getting massive jail time. Because, I mean, the way they make it seem like in the comics, and I think, maybe not the actual game, it's like she jumps, I don't even actually know. I don't know. Because in the comics, like the other Max is dead or something, so like she takes her spot, like physically as well. Not just, they don't swap brains, they swap physical. But then when you think about the other Max in the photo, when she goes back to, again, the alternate timeline, she's already in a weird cashmere sweater. She has whole other memories with Nathan and Victoria, and she's part of the Vortex Club. So did she not transfer her consciousness, or did she just kind of speed run like 12, 17 years and then is now just in this point? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how that works. I don't think it won't ever be explained, but like, you know what I'm saying, right? Like, you know what I mean by the two different, yeah. So it's like, because it could still be the same timeline, but again, it just kind of jump cut. But like, all that shit did happen to this Max, but it just jump cut to where we are now, and that's why our Max has no memory of anything in between. Or it literally just is an alternate timeline where her brain is just swapping with another Max. Because again, we actually do know multiple timelines exist. Because at the end of the alternate thing, when she goes back to Chloe's like, oh, we were playing like a video game together, and like stuff was happening while we were gone in the other timeline. You know what I mean? Do you remember those scenes? I don't know if you remember.
But then in fucking Reunion, she's just teleporting.
Yeah.
Realistically, Max would just be in a different timeline every time. They wouldn't see her teleporting. She would vanish once, and that's it. They would never see Max again.
No, or maybe that is what happens, but then the other people, or I don't really know, because I was gonna say maybe the other timeline people see her as, but then the other, I don't know, I'm not even gonna explain it, but it just doesn't really make a lot of sense. But Yeah, because technically, the multiple time. Well, it has to exist at least specifically for photos. I don't know about just time traveling back in time, but when something I guess is super changed, it is just a straight different timeline, which makes me think, well, what's the barrier between super change and just kind of like a little bit of change, and what makes it a whole different timeline and what doesn't, or at least in the game's mind? Because yeah, it should always be a different timeline when she goes back in time.
You know, you
She's
would
always
think
changing something.
that like a big change is saving people's fucking lives.
No deadass. Which is what
But
I'm
I
assuming.
guess not.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Well, no, because you can infer that it's not, because in Reunion, she's saving people's lives, and nothing, it doesn't matter.
No.
Nothing comes of it. There's no new storm, just because other people are alive that shouldn't be alive.
Yeah, cause, I mean, don't get me started on the storm. Those are just cop-outs. I can't with the storm.
I guess there was technically already a storm.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
But like, it was in some weird mind's mind fucking world.
No, yeah, I remember that.
Mine's
Yeah,
not.
it's like a photo in a photo. I was like, what the fuck are we talking about? And when could she?
At that point, why even worry about it?
No, just live there. Hell, I don't even know. But what is it? After the whole killing Chloe or not killing Chloe thing, we go back to our Chloe and our timeline, and yeah, you know, we're just still investigating and shit. There's like this whole ass puzzle I remember hating doing, and I think I just looked it up because it was super annoying. And then yeah, we can go to the hospital. Oh, this is when we go to the hospital to see Kate. That's in chapter 4. Okay, see, I be forgetting when certain things happen. But yeah, we go to the beach, yes, because we talked to Frank because he knows something. Because Frank, okay, I never explained Frank nothing about it, but again, kind of doesn't really matter. But Frank is Chloe's drug dealer, but he also was affiliated with Rachel, which we'll talk more, I feel like, about in Before the Storm, because he's kind of more relevant there. But well, barely, but at least a little bit more. But he has Rachel's bracelet because Rachel, I mean, she be getting around. She wasn't really loyal. I never said that. She was kind of just hopping on Chloe, then hopping on, you know, Frank, and then hopping on Nathan. I don't even know. She was doing a bunch of shit, so she was doing too much.
A lot of hopping, lots of jumping.
Yeah, a lot of hopping. Let me stop. She's in high school, but I'm not. We're just hopping from people to people though, like, but low key. But what's it called? But yeah, we're like, you know, Chloe crashes out because she's like, Rachel's my bae, my bitch, but like, no, she fucking wasn't. Let's be real, she wasn't. She hopping on, she doing other shit. So what are we talking about?
She's in neighborhoods.
You can kill Frank. Just want that to be known. I mean, you don't have, or you can kill Pompidou. You can also, that's his dog, but I chose not to, because then I can't understand the people who let her kill them and then never reverse that. And then she's just traumatized in like the next scene, and then she kind of just has to get over it. She just shot a man and his dog, and then she just has like a tiny panic attack, and that's it. Like, we don't talk about it ever again. I'm not like, I love when
media's realistic
choices.
depictions of a panic attack. Yeah, Twitter be like,
I don't even know. Like, it just be, ooh, like, again, I will happily take a good story game than a choice-based game any day. I like the idea of a choice-based game, but it just, if you can't flesh out the story from all angles, and there's no point in doing it, IMO, in my opinion. Because again, it makes that scene feel really weak if you decide to keep that. You're like, oh, I want to see what happens like now in the narrative. Because we have a whole nother chapter and it doesn't matter. Granted, nothing matters in this game, but it doesn't even matter in the moment because she just talks about it for 5 seconds and then she's just over it. Because then we're, again, figuring out where we have to go. And then we link a car, like, license plate to, like, this barn. So then we go to a barn and then we go, like, I don't know, we do some puzzles and then we find, like, the dark room, the, you know, infamous dark room that was mentioned. And we're like, wow, it's, like, a good camera setup, you know, blah, blah, blah. But, what's it called? Or we're like, oh, we gotta go to the party and stop Nathan because we see a bunch of binders that have names in it that are empty, and we're like, oh shit, bro's after Victoria Chase. We gotta stop, bro. So we're running, and then we see Warren, and he's like all drunk and shit, and he wants to take a picture. This will be important later, but we do take that picture. But then, you know, we run, we gotta find Victoria and be like, hey. But if you were nice to her throughout most of the game, actually, it's kind of almost backwards, because if you're nice to her most of the game, she believes you, but then she runs into the person that actually kidnaps her. But if she doesn't like you, then she won't listen to you and just, like, do what she's already been doing, and then she doesn't get kidnapped. Because, you know, spoiler alert, the person trying to get they're trying to get us. They're not here for Victoria. They're trying to get us, because they're fucking insane. I don't know. But, you know, we're at this, we're at this party, and then, you know, Chloe's literally about to pop a fucking cap in this nigga's skull at a whole ass school party, and I'm just like, I get you're mad about Rachel, but we don't even know all the info yet. Like, calm the fuck down, because we kind of assume she's dead. Because then, what's it called? We go to the junkyard. Oh, I probably should have mentioned that. We go to the junkyard, we find her dead body, and then we're like, ah, shit. So yeah, Chloe's on her revenge streak. We kind of have to like stop her. But then, you know, we're at the party. What even happens? Yeah, we can stop Victoria or not, it doesn't really matter. But then we leave, and then because we get like a text from Nathan's phone being like, I'm at the body and I'm gonna hide it, muhaha. And then we go to the junkyard and we're like, ain't nobody here. And then we see Chloe turn around, a gunshot. Boom! She pulls out her gun. Boom! She's hit in the head. And guess who it is, bro? Someone I haven't mentioned, so it kind of ruins the effect. But Mark Jefferson, which is Max Caulfield's teacher. Fucking photography teacher. And that's why there's that whole ass dark room. Because he likes taking photos of fucking little girls all vulnerable and shit. I was gonna say that's a stretch. But no, because there is no men in those photos, actually. It's just women. He has whole binders of women. All being vulnerable. I don't know what he'd be doing down there. You know, pulling some William.
It's in their most vulnerable states. This makes them so precious. Apparently.
Well, I swear he a rapist, but you know, calling about William Afton shit, where it's like, oh, he just kidnapped kids. I don't believe it. Well, you know, Mark probably doing something else down there.
The man behind the slaughter, not the man behind your daughter.
Terrible.
Or use lawyer Edgar Allan Poe.
Stop. What's it called, bro? But at the end, yeah, we get drugged, so we can't use our time travel powers. And then we wake up in the dark room, the elusive dark room. Woo! Scary, woo! But then we can't use our powers and shit. And Mark Jefferson.
If Max managed to rewind while she was passing out, he would have just like collapsed whenever she got to like.
Yeah, like would the drugs still be in her system? Like that's a good question. Would the drugs be still?
You can take objects with her. You could argue that the drugs are an object. So like.
In her body though? I don't even know. The game barely knows what an object is. Like I don't even know, man. But yeah, last episode, chapter 5. What's it? Yeah, polarized. But yeah, oh these are the checkpoints. Okay. But yeah, we're in the dark room. You know, we kind of go back and, well, we find a photo, like our journal that's actually relevant in the plot for once. We go back in time, so because this is like later, but we can kind of see what he's been doing. You know, we're on the ground in one. He's taking photos of us, yelling at us, being mean, being like Rachel was a whore and Chloe's dead, and who gives a fuck about that little lesbian? And I'm like, right, but the world, I don't even remember. Wait, I'm trying to think because Max's room art gallery. Yes, okay, because again, this whole time, David Madsen, I'm gonna say, yeah, David, he's been, like, running around, and we kind of realize he's been, what's it called? Okay, yeah, because when we're about to die, I remember now, when we're about to get, like, fucking drugged, because he has his fill of us, or what it pause. I'm gonna say it like that, but I guess he, like, takes all the photos he wants, and he's gonna fucking euthanize us like a dog, which I'm like, girl, this is a small town. Rachel died only but a mere couple months ago, and now you're gonna kill me? They're gonna think there's some serial killer running around, bro. Like, shouldn't you be trying to stay low? You didn't kill Kate. And you're gonna kill me and Victoria? And at the same time, the storm is, like, raging and whatever. But yeah.
I don't think the Kate thing was, like, a Mark Jefferson situation, though. The way Oh.
Yeah,
well, the way they explain it, at least from what I've interpreted, is, like, that was Nathan who did that. But he didn't, like, do any photos or anything. He just had her, like, low-key just be a hoe while, like, drugged. Not even that. I guess she wasn't even conscious. I don't know. Loki, my headcanon has always been just like, she fucking, because like they have a link to a video and shit. My headcanon has always been like, he just drugged her, or like whoever the fuck drugged her, and like she just got a train ran on her or some shit.
No, dead ass. But I will pull up evidence.
Because otherwise, why would the video be like a public thing, you know?
True. I think what happened, I can't find it, of course, but I think, at least how I interpret it, was that, you know, there is, what you said mostly is true, but, hold on, I need to find, wait, dark.
I don't remember if she had, like, a folder.
No, she does have a folder. This is one of the pictures. This is another picture. Yeah, she has mostly these two pictures. She's, like, tied up, you know, basically looking like how Max was on the floor, like that. I think that was Nathan, though, or something like that. I don't really know if Jefferson was involved. I just know all she remembers is that she got drugged. I think she went crazy at this party. I think she did say that someone, like, Nathan offered to, like, take her to the hospital because she said she didn't feel good. And then he probably didn't actually, because she said she remembers white lights. And I'm thinking the white lights were the photo, like, you know, her getting taken photos of. And she didn't remember, like, any of that part, you know, conveniently. But, what the fuck is it? No. So I'm thinking, that's because I do remember that scene. She was like, that's all I remember. But yeah, it's because she saw fucking this goddamn sterilized room, bro. Holy fuck. So I'm just like, yeah. But yeah, she got taken. But I still don't know if Nathan did it, because the whole thing is that we learned, because like Nathan, oh, he's not the true bad guy, it's actually Mark Jefferson. But Mark Jefferson kind of had him like a father-son thing, but like in a fucked up way, because I was like his protege to like these weird photos he'd be taking. But oh, he didn't have the eye, because the whole reason Rachel dies, we figure out, is because she gets too much of that shit that was going into Max, I guess, to like drug her. And then she just kind of like
that was
dies.
Nathan's dumbass.
Yeah, and then that's why he popped this cap in fucking Nathan's skull, because he's like, he's a liability and all that. But I'm like, you just killed the most famous guy in this whole like Arcadia Bay, like his son. Is no one gonna look into, like, I feel like people are gonna look into that. I mean, we never got to see the ramifications of that, because, you know, Max kind of just goes through the motions. And she
also him planning on killing Max, like that would have definitely just
more
not even
suspicious.
Max being dead or like Rachel being dead, just Nathan dying would have led to a whole investigation.
No, that ass, like that is that rich
And
guy's
then
son.
what would the first thing be? It'd be like, all right, who was he closest with? Mark Jefferson.
Well, I don't
Maybe
know
we
if
should
they
go
would,
talk to
like-
him.
I mean, I don't know if Nathan was, you know, telling his parents, oh, I'm close to my teacher, Mark Jefferson. So maybe they wouldn't
He
know.
was
for a
probably
little
telling
while.
friends because he's a fucking idiot. He was probably like, yeah, we've been doing this little extracurricular shit, you know.
Yeah, private phone.
Been working real closely
Evil
with Mark
curriculars.
Jefferson.
No, dead ass, and it's like, all right. But yeah, David Madsen kind of shows up. You know, we have to somehow coach this military ass nigga on how to stop this fucking 40-year-old man. But that's besides the point. In the end, he stops him. He can either shoot him in the head or not. I don't really care. He kind of can just do that. But you know, because like with this whole, because we did this whole thing where we go back in time, we warn David before we even, like, you know, in the classroom, like scene 1, and then all this shit. But he eventually comes, saves us, and Chloe's still fucking dead at this point. So we what is it? I think do we go back in a photo? I don't think we go back in a photo. I know we go to the art gallery. I just remember we're on a plane, like in a photo, and then we like, oh, because we actually submit our everyday hero. Oh, hello, Silvergrave. Sorry, someone's in the chat. We're talking about Life is Strange. But what's it called? Because we're talking about chapter 5. But what's it called? Because she goes back in the what is it? Yeah, she goes back in a photo, and then she turns in her everyday hero contest like photo to like Mark Jefferson, you know, so all that shit can happen. So she goes to the art gallery, and then she's like, wow, you know, all this shit. But you know, Chloe gives her a fucking call and it's like, bro, the storm you mentioned, dude, it's still happening. So then she gotta fuck off her dream for this blue-haired bitch. I'm gonna stop. But she has to go save everyone at Arcadia Bay, which means she has to go all the way back into the dark room again. And then they have to stop David. I don't even remember how they do it the second time, but she has to stop David without turning in her photo. Or not David, she has to stop Jefferson without turning in her photo. I don't know why I said David, because David comes and saves her. But then she has all this like weird, like, it's like, because she keeps fucking with time, it kind of starts distorting everything, which kind of leads to like, I mean, one of my favorite scenes, but they kind of drag this shit into the ground later in the series. But the nightmare sequences, I think the nightmare sequence was fun. I don't like that they kept reheating the damn nachos in double exposure in Reunion, bro. We didn't need more nightmare sequences. I
They
think
could
it
have had
ruins the
one.
charm.
They could have had one.
And then they decided to have it in each game. It's a staple to her power or something at this point. Like, no. It's just she fucks with time too much. Things start getting inconsistent. Things start bleeding together. Yada yada, blah blah.
Girl never learns.
Like,
Girl never learns.
no, she really never learns, and it pisses me off, bro. It pisses me off because, you know, yeah, she's at the diner, and we like a bunch of weird shit happens, and then like, you know, we end up at the beach with what's it called, with Chloe. Oh yeah, no, I do remember actually. The nightmare sequence is after the beach, but because we get into Jefferson's car, we get like a call from Nathan. He's like, I'm sorry, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of my face. But that's just me. I don't care. And then we go to the diner, and we gotta help Joyce because, you know, the tornado's fucking happening actively, and we're helping Joyce and Frank and all of them in there. Because we have to get to Warren, because again, I mentioned that photo. That was important, remember. We asked him for that photo so we can go back in time to the beginning of basically episode, like, or the mid of episode 3, right before the party. And then we have to warn Chloe, hey, don't go in there. I'm gonna get kidnapped. You're gonna die. Shit's gonna be horrible. And then Chloe, for some reason, doesn't believe us and is like, I don't care. Nathan needs to get it. I'm like, bitch, we have time travel. We've been
She's
doing
stuck in her
time travel
fifis.
for like 4 days now. I get she's in her feelings, but you would think Max randomly, after taking a photo with Warren, being like, dude, do not go in there, bro. We're gonna die. Like, you think that would elude some, like,
Chloe
oh,
is
maybe...
the most irrational, annoying character. I swear to fucking God.
In all the goddamn fiction, bro. Holy shit. Holy shit.
In all the fiction, that's a feat right there. Put it on the list, guys.
No, deadass. I'm making like fucking villain feats over here, bro. Like, holy. But either way, the one good thing she fucking does is that, like, she actually starts to fucking listen, and then we go to the beach, and then that's when the nightmare sequence happens, where all, like, this weird shit's going on. I would recommend looking it up if you're not, at least if you're not playing the game. I think that scene's pretty cool, or the couple of scenes are pretty cool. But then, final scene. We're at the cliff, we're away from the tornado, and our final choice kind of becomes, like, okay, because Chloe's like, man, I think the storm is because of me, dude. Like, I gotta die and shit, Holmes. So, let me stop. I gotta die.
Why are you a hot Cheeto girl? What the heck is that?
It's like, this is my brother Mario.
I gotta die, Holmes.
Or you know one of the Mario and Luigi where it's like, this is Mario. She's like,
Dominican Mario.
Yeah, Dominican. I'm Mexican Yoshi, and this is Dominican Mario. Oh, yeah. Wait. Stupid fucking video.
Hey, I bet you never seen a Dominican Yoshi before.
I
think it's Mexican Yoshi.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mexican. Yeah,
I think it's Cuban Mario.
Yoshi before.
And then like Dominican Luigi.
Yeah, it's Cuban Mario and Dominican Luigi. Yeah.
And then Luigi.
And then like Mickey Mofongo.
Mickey Mofongo. No, that ass, bro. I'm like, alright. But anyways, yeah. But then she has to
roll the clip.
Yeah, exactly. Nah, but then what is it? So they're on the cliff, and we still have that photo. I really never mentioned this, huh? But like, okay, in that bathroom scene, she tears up her everyday hero photo. But the whole reason Nathan doesn't see her in the bathroom is because she goes in that little corner because a butterfly flies through a window. We take a picture of it on like a little pail bucket. I don't know. And then bro comes in, and we're hiding with the butterfly because I don't know. Butterfly got ops too, I guess. But yeah, we have that photo, so it takes us back to the very beginning, and we already established that she can go back in photos and change things, and for worse or for better, I don't know. But yeah, Chloe's like, hey man, take this photo, go back in time, make this whole week never happen so the storm doesn't kill everybody that we love. So last choice of the game, you can either choose to kill everyone you love, or you could choose to kill Chloe. Bay versus Bay situation, kind of seen that online a lot. But I feel like, okay, because obviously if you choose one of them, like, okay, kill Chloe route, we go back in time, we let Chloe die. I think we still do a thing where, because Nathan and Jefferson still go to jail, so it's kind of like good end if you don't really care for Chloe and be so for real. But we just kind of live our life, we go to her funeral, it's the end. I don't know. But you would think since I've been ragging on Chloe this whole time, I would have chose that ending. No, I chose to kill everyone in that damn town and let Chloe live. But
because we love our Yuri.
Yuri is very important.
Yuri.
Yeah, even if it's abusive. Let me stop.
Now, if we were being rational and didn't have gay tinted glasses, then we would have killed Chloe.
Oh, I would have killed her myself. Give me the gun. Like,
look, all I'm saying is, if you kill Chloe, then in reunion, or not in reunion, in double exposure, Max ain't got that hoe no more. So you know what? You get Amanda. Now, yes, Amanda is undone in the game right after that. However, Amanda is still superior. However, I feel bad. Amanda is still superior.
Yeah. Amanda deserves better,
we'll get to that soon. Don't worry.
I have a lot to say about Amanda, and more just like, I feel bad. Like, she really should have been an option, like an actual option that was explored, but you know, fuck me, I guess. Okay, I'm nice shit, bro. It just has to be Max and Chloe against the world. Because, you know, again, like I'm about to mention, you can kill Chloe and everyone in the town dies, and we kind of just like drive off into the distance, which I'm assuming leads into the comics, which I'm not going to talk about. I would recommend reading though. It's only like an hour experience. It really isn't that long. If you're a fast reader, I guess. I don't know. But it's not too long. I think it's interesting, blah, blah, blah. But that's kind of the whole game as a synopsis. It's probably not a good one. It's probably, I mean, I'm gonna be real. I'm assuming people are gonna come watch this video because they've already seen other videos online. Because trust me, I've seen the 12-hour videos, bro, talking about goddamn Life is
There's
Strange.
Somebody exactly like you right now who's just going down the Life is Strange line, and they're looking at video after video after video.
And they're gonna be like, finally a new one. Yeah, I got different takes though. Everyone loves
finally
Chloe.
A new one if it's edited within the month.
No, fuck it.
Let's hope it is.
Yeah.
It will be.
And then we do Before the Mid, and then Captain Spirit.
Life is Strange Before the Mid, Captain Midrit.
The Midrit. Midrit. I'm trying to think if I want to do Captain Spirit, but hold on, I'm trying to think of my because I'm trying not super hard to think about reunion or double exposure. Because I feel like a lot of my problems do kind of melt. Because honestly, I love the first game. If I had to rank all the games, I would. I'm not gonna do that right now. But this is probably like my favorite game, other than like maybe 2. But 2's a little bit lower, just because I love lesbians. But I love lesbians. But also,
I
just
feel
have the
like if
whole
you did a
Twin Peaks
ranking
vibes.
of these games, then this would get like automatic S rank. It's like the
Like
best
that
game
is.
overall in terms of Max's story.
No, literally. Or yeah, if we're talking
Oh,
about
when it
just
comes
Max
to
games,
Max?
easy. Yeah, easy. If we're talking about in general, there can be some debate, but honestly,
In
if you
general, Life is Strange 2 is right there. That's...
like
But it's overshined because the lack of lesbians in it.
Yeah, I don't care.
personal ranking, personal bias.
I was saying it's outshined to the people, not just
Also,
that.
oh well, true, yeah, because no one fucking cares about that game. But but I mean, people should look
So
at it more.
sad.
It's
Such a
it's
good
not,
game.
Yeah, it's not bad. It has its issues, like every game. Like, fuck this game. I'm about to go into that. But going on what I like first, because again, we love to be optimistic here. I do
Quote,
love this
unquote.
game a lot. You're done. I do love this game. I do love the vibe it gives. It kind of has like a small town murder mystery vibes. I was literally going to get into Twin Peaks just because this game is so heavily inspired by it. I just haven't started watching it yet. I'm watching Breaking Bad right now. But we'll get into that. Not Breaking Bad, but getting to watching Twin Peaks. But overall, and I love time travel. This game got me really into time travel, like more so, but I already like the idea of just manipulating time and like stuff like that. And I like the idea that it kind of talks about some consequences. I feel like the game could go a little bit more in depth with consequences. I know they had that whole storm, but like, I don't know, it kind of just felt like it was just kind of there. Like, I don't know, I don't really know how to explain the storm. It didn't make, I don't know, maybe because I've just seen the game so many times, but even then it didn't. I don't know. It was just kind of like, okay, there's a storm, and then you can kind of just fix it by killing Chloe. So it's like, oh, okay. And if they make Chloe a better character, that's kind of like my biggest issue in Life is Strange. I don't think Chloe is that good of a character, and I actually don't mind that she's not that good of a character. My problem is that she doesn't grow or change as an individual. She kind of is exactly the same at the start as she is at the end. Well, I mean, you could argue that then she's willing to sacrifice herself and blah blah blah. But like, bro, that's like just because you're willing to like sacrifice yourself. That's like Genu from K-pop Demon Hunters, bro. I'm gonna go there because it's like just because you offer to kill yourself doesn't exactly make you just a saint, bro. Doesn't make you a saint among men. I'm sorry, your past actions.
Everyone glazes this man. Not everyone, obviously. We don't glaze him around here because we're not big Genu fans in this house. But it's okay if you are. I'll just look at you a little funny. But just like I hate it so much.
Actively berating you with both words and hands.
Exactly, I will beat your ass. Not playing. No, but yeah, I'm just like Chloe. If the creators weren't scared to actually commit to making her a bad friend and actually give her a actual arc, then I don't think I would hate her as much. But she doesn't grow, at least exponentially. She just kind of like is there.
Max, realistically, it's also because Max doesn't fucking let her. Every bad thing Chloe does just gets undone by Max because Max like knows it'll just lead to more bad things happening.
No, literally, and that's kind of
and Max is a fucking like a web towel, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna get into that because I feel like the other reason I don't really care for this game is because Max is just. I moved away from my mic. Is that Max is just kind of like very protagonist, like core. She's like MC core, like she's YN core, bro. Like she doesn't have really much of a personality other than being like shy. Yeah, your name, not young nigga, no. But she's just a shy like girl. You can kind of just like self-insert yourself to. Like a lot of people see themselves in Maxine Caulfield. But like, granted, I'm not a white girl from a small town, so I can't. But I'm just kind of like, well, I get. She just is kind of that's kind of it for her. She doesn't really have much going on, and her whole thing with Chloe, like to me, it kind of just feels like the Chloe and Rachel show because this whole plot is revolved around her old best friend's issues. Nothing really pertains to Max except her own time travel. We're helping Chloe find her best friend. That's kind of what the whole game is about. Not saying that's not allowed to be that way, but like,
well, she larps that Max is her best friend.
No, dead ass. It's like, all right, bruh.
Like, we all know who's the most important, but she just so happens not to be on the same rock as us anymore. So
yeah, she on a different plane of existence.
If Rachel was right there, forget it. Chloe is all over her.
No, dead ass.
And they're like swimwear, bro. Like she's down. Like that's twin right there. Day one. Meanwhile, day one's on the other side. Like it's crazy.
My day ones, bro. But yeah, I'm just like, yeah. And again, kind of wish the time travel was a bit more consistent, and that Chloe wasn't a bitch, or if she was gonna be a bitch, again, just commit to an actual development, like in an arc. Like, I don't know why she doesn't have anything. They act like, because they just treat it like she does a bad thing. She doesn't even say sorry half the time, actually. We just forget about it, and then the game's like, oh, look, that's your best friend, so whatever, you're fine. No.
It's your best friend, so you're gonna have to forgive her, because she's your best friend. You guys are friends, right?
No, deadass, because Max in her own journal will be sitting here like, well, I don't really know. And even in the nightmare sequence, we have this whole scene with another Max being like, oh, Chloe's just using you and is a bad friend. And I was thinking, like, thank you. Someone says it.
Max's
even though it's
inner thoughts right there. Max's actual conscience.
Yeah, exactly. And then all that accumulates to is a fucking Chloe on like a loop cycle jumping into the booth being like, you don't know what we've been through this week, and you weren't there, and blah blah blah. We're Max and Chloe. That's it. That's all she says, dead ass. And I'm just kind of like, so you're gonna start being a good friend? Like, what are we talking about? Like, I'm not really understanding what the fuck any of that just meant pertaining to what Max said, the other Max said, because she ain't wrong. Yeah, we give you a step, you take a mile, bro. Like, holy fuck, you just be doing too much. And then saying like the craziest, damnedest things, bro, and not apologizing. And also, sometimes apologies just aren't enough, bro. Because I think she does apologize. If Kate lives, to my memory, she does apologize in the hospital, being like, "Man, I'm sorry about that stuff." Because again, initially,
someone's
she was
gotta die for you to apologize.
No,
No,
shit. Yeah,
she makes it about herself if Kate dies.
No, literally, and I'm just like, oh my god. So it's just like, what are we talking about? But then she'll be like, oh, sorry, because she was the one being like, oh, if you pick up that phone call, you're a bad friend. I'm like, I can't have other friends now. Like, if I answer the phone, like because again, a fucking suicidal girl is on my other side, and Chloe leaves the fucking diner if we pick up the phone. And I'm just like, nigga, give me 5 seconds on the phone with bro. Like, it's not that serious, bro. Not everything's about you. And I know Joyce, her mom, is just fed the fuck up. Oh my god, like, I know she's sick. And she be talking to Joyce any kind of way. Not in my black household. If Chloe was black, she would not be acting this way. She would not be this way.
She'll get humbled expeditiously.
If she was black, she would not be talking greasy like this.
Be humble. Yeah, exactly.
Her mama would say, pick a switch in 2 seconds flat.
Yeah, because I'm like, quiet on the creek, bro. Like, holy.
Quiet on the creek.
Quiet on the creek, bro. Because, But, yeah. That's mostly my thoughts on the game. I just think Chloe kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. People love Chloe, so I know this is gonna be a controversial take, and people are gonna try to fight me on it. I'm sorry. I've seen all the video essays. I've seen it all. Truly, I have. And I'm just like, Chloe still just doesn't rock my boat that much. I kind of like her more in the newer games. I'll give her that.
Because she's nicer now. Because she's grown. Only the reason why she acts right is because of age. Like, not because of like she probably most likely was some own like personal development, character development or whatever the fuck. But it kind of sucks that you don't get to see her change or anything. You don't get to see the development.
Like, I need my development on screen, made by man. No, made by man. No, because like, what are we talking about? Like, what's the point of having characters develop off screen? Isn't the whole point that we want to see that journey? We don't get to see shit. She kind of just sucks in the first game, and then after she
if they really wanted to make Chloe better, then they should have just gave her own game, but not before the storm, because that was younger Chloe. That has nothing to do with our Max. I mean, after the first game, should have just made the second game about Chloe by herself. That was it. Give me a B-side, actually. Like they did with fucking 09. give me the Life is Strange B-side. Give me Life is Strange side B. All the shit Chloe's getting up to while Max is off on her time travel adventures.
Yeah.
More bull.
Give me some. I mean, shit. Can't savor that much. You gotta rewrite the whole damn game. Instead of that remaster, they should have done a remake. Fuck this getting on plan. But yeah, I'm just like, yeah. Granted, I don't know if anyone else has any final thoughts about Life is Strange. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know. What do y'all think? What do y'all hate? What do y'all like? What do y'all hate and like?
What do I hate and like? I hate Chloe. Dog shit character. Terrible. Worst to ever do it, honestly. Hold on. Let me grab a picture real quick. Give me a second. Not of Chloe.
Okay.
Worst character 2013.
Give me a second.
Yo, who do you like and dislike? Or I guess I just meant in general, not really the characters, but y'all
I'm
like
not
characters
finished.
too. Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Did you pull up the photo?
Closed captioning. Got my goat right here. Best to ever do it. Chloe,
Okay,
but better.
bro.
Let's be
Amanda.
real here. Chloe without the bad parts. Let's be honest.
Get Amanda off the screen. I'm kidding. Like, stop.
Fine ass Asian woman. Got the space buns too. Come on. What are we doing? We don't need them. We don't need them Arcadia Bay bitches anymore. All right, we got Amanda right there.
It was Arcadia Bay
Gosh.
bitches.
I guess that's actually when you asked me what I like and dislike. I guess I am the before the storm video. Can we just do that now? We can do that today.
Oh, you want to do that now?
Sure, I don't mind.
I
But,
mean,
like-
we'll have to cut it, you know, because he needs to edit this one separately. So that's why I'm like, if you have any heavy things about that, then sure. But like, we're gonna have to save that still for a little bit later after I end this video.
Yeah, I just Chloe grew as a character and not just like blame everyone else around her for all our problems. I know that was already touched already, but I'm just like, dude.
Actually, now that I think about it, Max didn't grow as a character either.
Yeah,
Exactly. No one learned
Actually,
to sing.
okay, no, Max did grow as a character, but then in
That's right.
Reunion, they fully undo that growth in favor of her just being like, yeah, Chloe, you're right. And that's it.
It's like, I'm gonna let my troll beat the big breaks off you, but I got your back. Like, oh, my panties, and then it's fucking Chloe. It's like literally that. I don't know.
It's like, it ain't personal, it's pussy. Like, all right, like it ain't personal, it's pussy. And then Max is just gone. And she's just gone for another Chloe. Like, all right, or potentially depends on your ending.
I got your
Still don't
back.
like that ending does exist, because that implies that Max really hasn't learned anything. Well, honestly, all Reunion is literally just, again, it's reheating. Like, the nachos have been reheated 3 times by now, bro. 3 times. Those nachos
Like,
are
you throw me
disgusting.
the trash.
They're
The chips
soggy.
are soggy.
Throw them away. Not even the tips anymore. Like, bitch, that's reheated.
They were, bro,
left,
the
reheated
nachos,
again.
they were baked at first. They were beautiful, crispy. Cheese was melted, sauce delectable. And then they microwaved them.
And then they did it
No,
again.
sorry, hold on. Okay, hold on. No, because we have to remember before the storm wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was okay.
Well, to me, it's like a whole
They air
different
fried 'em.
story. Yeah.
They air fried the nachos. Still good. Not as good, but still good. And they made double exposure. That's when they microwaved them.
And then you
They
put them
microwaved
into
them. They
the
were all
lava
soggy.
that's spilling from some volcano in
Bro,
Hawaii.
they
yet.
dumped like, the worst cheese sauce. They dumped the worst cheese sauce imaginable on there and called that their dinner. Told us to eat the fuck up. And then with Reunion, they straight up steamed the nachos. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. They just like they dumped in a bucket of water, made them soggy, and just like slapped us with them or something.
I feel like they did it because they all know that Life is Strange fans, at least Chloe and Max fans, are piggies at a trough waiting for their slop to be put into the goddamn trough. Like, so they just know that's how they behave, bro. They don't take anything Max and Chloe related. Like, if it got corn in it, they're gonna eat it. Like, I don't know, this is good. They got corn.
Fucking
Like,
nice feel, bro. And I guess arguably, at least the thing with the whole like, because I mean, obviously, I consider it to be like 4 games, but to me, it's like Before the Storm's like a cousin. Like, if we have to mention a sister game, to me, it's Life is Strange and then Double Exposure and then Reunion, because they all have Max as the protagonist and they deal with Max, and they're very similar story wise with the whole storm, and then there's the fire, and then
Didn't they have a whole DLC about Max and Chloe as a kid as well?
Yeah, that's in. Yeah, we'll talk about that one.
and it's called Farewell, I think.
Yeah, that's when they're about to leave. When she moves to Seattle, we get to see what that was like. But to me, other than that, Max is not in that game, like, at all. So, like, it's more of a Chloe kind of cousin game, where, also, I get it, I mean, I would say it kind of reheats Chloe as a character, but other than that, it's very different. But I don't think it's different in a good way. I don't think it's different in a good way at all. But, you know, we'll get to that when we get to that. But we gotta end this one, because it's already been 1 hour and 30 minutes, so nice little bite size, you know, can edit that up, probably be 30 minutes to, like, I don't know, like 50 minutes, 40 some, I don't know. Anyways, so that's the end of this video.
Goodbye, everybody. Stay tuned for Before the Storm.
Yeah. Which we're gonna record right now, but, you know, y'all gonna have to wait like 10 years.